What's up guys, it is me, your dad, because I'm super cool. And you want to know why I'm cool today? It is not these crappy glasses, it's actually because today we're talking about the Regulator. And yes, and when I say Regulator, it's probably like, Regulator? Yes. This right here is the Regulator. I got this at Goodwill like 2 years ago. Or actually, last year? I don't know, don't care. So you know the Vulcan I have? I got it the same day. The whole bundle was like $2, so I got this for $2, and it's like mint condition. So I'm not trying to make you jealous. If anything, you should be like, hey, I'm gonna go to Goodwill right now, and you should, if you need to find one, because there might be one. You never know. So this is not a review because I don't have the stuff to make the review. I'm missing parts, like the carry handle, but that doesn't mean I can't make a cool video. So that's what we're doing right now. This is basically just like a first impressions. I already fired this a couple times, but not in a long time, so that is that. So let's go over it. So we have the end strike attachment thing, obviously, because that's where the barrels are for. We have a bottom rail and a top rail. I mean, duh. Right here we have the jam door. It uses a click button, and you click that, and then it opens like that, which is really goofy. There's not a lot of space to get in here, but it uses the conveyor belt system because it's full auto. Speaking of, this runs on 4 C batteries, not D, but C batteries. So that's pretty cool. We have an indicator light, which basically tells you when you're out of ammo. It only blinks red that I know of. Over here on both sides, we have the selector switch for the different modes of firing. We have burst, semi, and full auto, which is, that I know of right now, the only burst fire Nerf gun by Nerf that exists. I don't think they ever made another one with this mechanism. I believe this came out in 2018, 2017, so that's pretty cool. We have the mag release right here. I hate this. I like the mag releases over here, either on the sides or right here. I don't like when they're in the trigger guard because it's just in my way. Here's the rev switch. I did not modify anything in this blaster, so it's not revving right now. And I'm not gonna modify it because I don't care. The C batteries are over here if you're wondering. And it uses a regular stock. The stock holds a mag, so that is pretty dope. I noticed like this is one of the few blasters where the mag weld is so far ahead. Usually the mag weld's right here, but it's like over here, which is kind of interesting. So that's pretty cool. You know, if you want, I noticed that the Retaliator barrel actually looks really good on this blaster. The original Retaliator barrel looks really stupid on the Retaliator, but if you throw it on the Regulator, because the blue line kind of matches, it goes right along with it. I mean, that to me is a cool blaster. That's a proper AR looking thing. So, we're going to start off with 10. So this is a 10 round banana mag. We're going to do semi-auto first. So make sure it's on the lower setting. Jam door. Oh yeah. Even though the jam door is shut, you got to click the button. Then it revs. There is the indicator light showing me that I have to reload. One thing to note about this is it's an electronic semi-automatic, which means when you pull the trigger, it's like a little machine that has to push the thing. It's not like a Strife where when you push it, it's like mechanical. You know, the thing moves the minute you pull the trigger. This has the electronic thing, so the blaster does it for you, which means there's a bit of a delay. So when you press the trigger, it then fires instead of right when you pull it. It's just a trade-off because you're having the full auto and the conveyor belt mechanism. It's going to do that because they can't have a different feeding mechanism like a Strife when you have the other mechanism for like full auto, like a rapid strike. You can't have two in one. It's either one or the other. If you have the strafe one, then you're stuck with semi-auto. If you do the rapid strike one, you can do this, which means your semi-auto is going to be electronically controlled and not mechanical. So that's just that. Speaking of 3-round burst, that is that now. Pretty dope. 18-round half and half. We're gonna go full auto. Holy crap. I think that's the first time I fired that in full auto. That shoots fast. It's like do. Man, that's a lot. That makes the Stratohawk look like semi-auto when you pull the trigger. So here I'm going to show you what I was talking about. So we're going to have it on semi-automatic. And I'm going to show you just that delay. So here's my finger pulling the trigger. It's not a big deal, but it's enough to be like, whoa. Like the minute I picked this up, like I was just using a strafe not too long ago, and I was like, what the heck? But the minute I fired this, it was just goofy. Same thing with 3-round burst. I'm going to show you that delay. Magazine had a hiccup. I think I only loaded like 11 darts on accident. Interesting. So just, there's a little bit of that delay. So, all in all, I think you should go and find a regulator if you can. I don't believe they sell them anymore in stores. Maybe Amazon carries it, but then you're going to be paying full price. Just to check some thrift stores, you might run into one. Like I said before, I ran into the attachments like 2 years before I found this. And then I found this later on, obviously, so that is that. Another reason to go check Goodwill, because most people are like, oh, Goodwill's trash, but it's like, you don't know. Just because you go in there once and they may not have anything doesn't mean that every time you go in there won't be anything, you know? Almost all my pre-elite blasters came from Goodwill, and I have almost all of them. But yeah, that is that. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys in the next one.